Christmas isn't cancelled yet, but Hogmanay in Scotland and New Year's Eve in London have been. And from Boxing Day, people will have to watch sport on telly. All matches in Wales will be behind closed doors. In Scotland, only 500 spectators will be allowed past the turnstiles.
For indoor standing events, the limit will be 100. For indoor seated events, it will be 200. And for outdoor events, 500 seated or standing. Physical distancing of 1 metre will be required at events that go ahead within these limits. This will, of course, make sports matches, including football, effectively spectator-free over this 3-week period, a situation similar to that in Wales from Boxing Day.
And from Boxing Day, it'll be table service only in pubs in Scotland, and groups will have to be seated 1 metre apart. It was the London Mayor, not the Prime Minister, who cancelled New Year's Eve celebrations at Trafalgar Square. Sadiq Khan said it was essential to reduce the spread of the new Omicron virus.
Good afternoon, everybody.
But no cancellations from Boris Johnson today. In a Downing Street video with no journalists present, he said Christmas plans can go ahead and once again urged people to get boosted.
We'll do whatever it takes to protect public health. But in view of the continuing uncertainty about several things, severity of Omicron, uncertainty about the hospitalisation rate or the impact of the vaccine rollout and the boosters, we don't think today that there is enough evidence to justify any tougher measures before Christmas.
Okay. Asif Hussain is getting his second Pfizer jab at the Green Lane Mosque in Birmingham. He says his parents persuaded him to get it so he can visit them in Pakistan.
Lovely. If you hadn't have been planning to travel, would you have got the vaccine?
No, then I wouldn't have.
Why?
Well, I just left it because I wasn't too keen on it because I don't know too much about it. So
what were your particular worries?
It's just all the text messages on WhatsApp and Facebook and stuff. You know, it tells you otherwise. You know, like tells you like it's not safe and stuff like that.
Would you rather believe those messages than the officials, the medical experts who are telling you this could save your life?
Well, my parents were saying just have it done and it's fine. So that's why I went and got it done.
They're busier here since the Prime Minister's call to arms, but the manager says ultimately it's fear of dying that's persuaded the hesitant to get vaccinated.
Some people who are initially hesitant to take the vaccination or to wear masks, they experienced loss of life within their families and they came to realise they need to protect themselves and that changed their thinking.
It's a heavy price to pay though, isn't it?
It definitely is, and you know, one of the reasons why we open the vaccination centre here is to preserve life. There's a verse in the Quran that says whoever saves one life saves the whole of mankind.
Boris Johnson has a big hill to climb persuading the unvaccinated to get jabbed. It's estimated there are more than 6 million of them. In Birmingham, like the rest of the UK, most of those in hospital are unvaccinated.
I'm concerned about the NHS facing a double whammy. On the first side, more people are catching COVID because the Omicron virus is more infectious. On the other side, also more people are going off sick because they've caught Omicron. And that's the challenge the NHS has. It's balancing both sickness absence and the pressure at the front door. And let's not forget, we are also in winter, the time the NHS is under most pressure every year.
NHS England says more than 30,000 people are currently getting their first jab every day. But will it be enough? The Prime Minister has refused to cancel Christmas, but with rapidly rising rates of infection, he may be forced to follow the Welsh and Scottish governments and cancel New Year.